Okay, welcome to week 7, halfway through the course nearly. Congratulations for sticking with us. This week we will be accomplishing a couple of things, actually with steps 3 and 4 from the website creation assignment document. So if you haven't looked at it lately, that might be time to read that back over. But it is a two-parter this week. The first is your website layout assignment, and the second is your image selection assignment. If you're working with a partner, you are welcome to do one each or share both. I will leave that up to you. Please just submit one copy, no matter how many people are completing them. You don't need to each submit a copy. Just one version of the assignment is great. All right, we're going to start with the website layout assignment. And this is just like creating an outline for an essay or a table of contents for a book. It just allows me to know and you to know that you've got all the pieces of the puzzle that you're going to need to make sure that you create all the parts of the website that will attain your marks and make for an effective communication tool. All right, so I've got a video for you to review, as well as a couple of articles. Now, in preparation for your test, you've probably read some of this already, and that's good. So there you go. Yeah. So be sure to view all those. All right. First step, state which software you plan to use to create your site. Now, as I've said from the beginning, I do like Google Sites simply because they are so well supported. So if you've never made a website and you don't think of yourself as overly techy, I really suggest that you use Google Sites. Pretty much foolproof. Other ones that are popular are Wix and Webs.com. There's a bunch, and you are welcome to use whatever you like. My only criteria is that you not pay money, okay? This should not cost you anything for them to host your site. Some of them do have page restrictions. 5 pages is the minimum for this website. Most of them do have a 5-page allowance, but just be really careful that you're not getting roped into something that you don't want to pay for. So just be careful. And in that way, Google Sites is awesome because it's completely free no matter what you do. All right, for this assignment, you're going to plan your opening page and the organization, and you're going to outline for me the contents of those 4 linked pages after you've outlined the home page. All right, what are we looking for? Think through all of this, and if you're working with a partner, make sure you collaborate well on these issues. So what will the overall website look like? You can use a storyboard or charts, diagrams, whatever helps you plan this out ahead. What information of all the information that you're planning to utilize and incorporate, where's it going? Which goes on which page? How are you going to name your pages? Will they be entertaining names? Will they be logical? Will it be step by step? What is the purpose of your site will help you with the naming of your pages. And then how are you going to link them? Go look at websites that you like. How are their pages linked to each other? How do you surf through their content? Because this does have to be a functional site, not just 5 standalone pages. I've had some awkward things happen over the years, but just have a good look at a site that you like and realize how they've done that technologically. On your homepage, you must have the following. You must have an overall title for the site. You must provide the main topics and subtopics with the links to appropriate pages. Okay, everything needs to be accessible from the homepage and hopefully from within one page to the next, but definitely from the homepage you need to have those links. We should know from your homepage what the purpose of your site is and also who your audience is. Okay, so make sure all of those things happen. For the content pages, the 4 following pages, and if you want to be longer than 5 pages, go right ahead, but you do have to have a minimum of 5 web pages total. What do they need to contain? I'm not going to tell you specifically, but I will tell you what's expected. Your written information must be written by you. It can't be cut and pasted from textbooks or news articles or somewhere else on the web. Okay, make sure it's original thought, original content. The language should be geared to your audience. It should be you focused. You should use the words you and your, and if it's within a group, you can use our and we, and keep it conversational. Would be the best style for this type of website, considering who your audience is likely to be in your professional field. Please see this PDF for more information on this concept of knowing what language to use. Incorporate sparks. I think of sparks as things that grab your attention and keep your audience engaged. It can be stories, it can be data, statistics, clickable links to related sites, videos, all that type of thing helps to keep your people engaged, your audience engaged as they work through your site. So plan on incorporating some of those now. Sometimes that can be a tricky thing to do, so the longer you're thinking about it, the easier it will be. And then your content pages must link to each other. You must be able to navigate properly using intelligent link labels. And there's a little article that you can look at that will help you choosing that. Okay, so that is what I'm after. Read through this as we a little talk about color and scheme and backgrounds and all those things that you need to choose at this point to simplify your life in the future. So where are your marks coming from? Software selected. Which are you using to make this happen? Layout indicated with page titles and organization. Home page, full details provided, and content pages, full details provided for the plan for your minimum 4 content pages. All right, that is the website layout assignment. And now we're going to flip over to the other part that you're accomplishing this week, which is a bit more fun, I have to admit, the image selection assignment. And it is your job to select a minimum of 3 images to include on your site. Okay, where and how you use these images is entirely up to you. I have seen people make them the background of their pages very effectively, as long as the color choices and font choices are intelligent. I've seen people use 3 different videos. There's all different ways that you can incorporate these required images to your site. So I want you to review these articles and just get a really good idea of what makes for good image usage throughout websites. You know when you like it, you know when you've seen a good one, and you also know when you've seen a bad one, and we know which one that you want to get. Now, one little note, don't spend more than a few hours searching for the perfect images. I have heard students say, oh, I spent 3 days looking through images that I had taken and looking for things on the web. And don't let that happen to you. It does not need to be that complicated. The general public never needs to see this site if you don't want them to. This can just be for this assignment. So don't overwhelm yourself with this assignment. All right, some good sources for free images, Workfile and Flickr, Creative Commons. Be sure that you are prepared to give credit using APA format for any images that you are using that are not your own. Okay, so what I want to know about your 3 images, where in your site are you using it, which page, and what section of the page. So, top of content page 3, which is about dogs, I don't know, but let me know where you're planning on having them. What meaning is the image conveying to your audience? What is it communicating? Why is it appropriate for your audience, considering who they are? Does this image bring a spark? Is it a disturbing spark? Is it an exciting spark? Is it a humorous spark? What does this image communicate, and how does it do it? And also provide that APA citation. Now, I can say if you're using your own pictures, you don't need to cite yourself as the author of the picture. But if you've gotten it from the website or borrowed someone else's picture, you do need to get that citation. Okay, where are you getting your marks? Location described, meaning described, suitability described, spark described, and APA citation for all 3. And that is where your marks are coming from. So enjoy this week. It is quite a creative process. Both of these assignments are submitted under the Week 7 folder. Just click on the title to send you to this very familiar page where you will upload. And I look forward to reviewing this. I will give you feedback on these during reading week, so you can watch for that. I will email the class when the grading is complete so that you can continue to work on this over reading week as we come up to week 10 when the website needs to be completed. Thank you.